What is up, YouTube? We have got a lot to talk about. It's been almost over a month, I think, since my last long YouTube video, and there's good reason for that. We'll get into it. So much has happened since my last long form video. Black Ops 6 dropped, the new Warzone integration dropped, and I know I've been doing my thing on the short form content, the shorts and the TikToks, but I haven't gotten a chance to really give my thoughts on the new Warzone, Black Ops 6, the new changes to melee combat and knifing, all of that. So we're gonna get into it in this little quick Urzikstan gameplay. Not the greatest game ever, but it was a fun one. So watch along the gameplay, and I'll get into how I feel about where Warzone's at right now, the melee side of it, just the general side of it. I'll let you know the loadout that I'm running with right now. I get that question a lot, and it's been kind of changing, obviously, since the game just started. I'm still trying things out, but I'll tell you what I've been pretty much running with. But first, let me explain to you guys why I haven't really been putting out long YouTube videos like this. So the kind of style of YouTube video that I like doing is just showing a whole Warzone match gameplay from start to finish. I love the storylines that Battle Royale gives. You jump in, especially when you're knife only. You gotta take down a whole lobby with just a knife. You gotta get your loadout, take the right fights. Sometimes you lose, go to the gulag, come back, all of that. It's it makes for a good storyline, obviously. It's like a built-in storyline. That's the kind of YouTube videos that I like watching, and so those are the kind of videos that I like putting out. Now, with the new Warzone dropping, the Black Ops 6 integration, there might be a few reasons for this, but my PC just crashes. 1 out of 3 games, I get into the game, I play for a while, game crashes. It could be my PC is a little older now. It could be the game's not quite optimized. It's probably a lot of those things. I've, installed different drivers, tried just about everything, uninstalled, reinstalled the game, done everything I could. It just crashes randomly. Now, it's starting to get better as the last update that we had. It hasn't happened as much, so I've finally been able to play some games all the way through, which is nice. And so hopefully it won't really be much of an issue moving forward. I was even playing games on a PS5 just to try and get some full gameplays for you guys. What I really wanted to do with this new Warzone starting up was just be more consistent and do a lot more long form uploads. So I'm gonna kind of maybe change the style of the videos a little bit. It's gonna start being more of a collection of clips and different things. Maybe some multiplayer, some zombies, just a whole bunch of different things thrown in a video together. And I'll do full match gameplays from here and there, but I just want to be more consistent and have a lot more uploads on the long form stuff, maybe 2 videos a week, maybe more, we'll see. So how do I feel about the new Warzone? I know there's a lot of mixed reactions through the community, especially the knifing community. I know they got rid of riot shields, which a lot of people don't like. Of course, obviously, I don't like riot shields, but I wish they were here. I want Warzone to have as many different kinds of play styles as it can, so I'm really sad to see the riot shield go. And I'm honestly kind of sad that they nerfed the melee playstyle a lot. And what do I mean by that? So now we obviously have a dedicated knife slot, right? A dedicated melee slot, which is nice. But with that dedicated slot, they've really nerfed the combat knife in general. So the one that comes with Black Ops 6, the default one that everybody runs around with, it's 3 hits to kill, and it's not very good. It doesn't have that much lunge. Now, I understand they did this for balance, so if everyone gets this knife, they don't want everyone just running around 2-hitting everybody, locking on to people. I get it. That knife, the stock knife, shouldn't be that powerful, and it's not. But none of the other new melee weapons are strong either. The baseball bat is 3 hits, unless you do a strong attack from behind, and you get that 1-hit kill animation. Same with the drill. Now, I went through all of the melee weapons, from MW2 to MW3, all the ones that we have available in Warzone, and pretty much there's 3 options for you, and I'm using 2 of them here in this gameplay. One's the Superior SMG, and you put the knockout breach muzzle on it. It's a 2-hit, and I'm pretty sure it's the fastest movement speed in the game. So that's what I like running around with, the Superior with the knockout breach muzzle, and a few other things to make it pretty fast. I just like the speed advantage that you get. I'm pretty sad that the fastest movement speed in the game is holding a gun. I think it should be a melee, but it's not right now, so I'm running around with this, and I'm having fun with it. And I'm a little sad that I'm not holding a melee weapon through a lot of this, but it is what it is. It was the same thing in the whole last year. The Superior has been the fastest movement thing anyway, so I'm already kind of used to it. The other 2 options, one is a sledgehammer. That's a 2-hit kill, but you're really slow, and it doesn't have the greatest lunge to it or distance, but it's fun to use. The other one is this gladiator knife. Now the gladiator knife is really good. So if you use the strong attack, which is the right trigger, it'll kill in 2 hits, and the lock-on lunge is absolutely insane. You'll lock onto him if you're almost not even looking at him, and the lunge is also crazy. You'll hit him when you don't even look like you're close to him. Warzone. So it's nice. So it's like it's almost like a get out of jail free card. Like if you find yourself in a tough fight, you pull this thing out, start swinging, you're probably gonna get the kill most of the time. So I do use it. I pull it out here and there when I just want to get the enemy out of there. But for the most part, I run around with the Superi, use the movement. The melee on the Superi has no lunge, so it actually takes pretty good skill to make sure you get those 2 hits off. Sometimes there's a little bit of lunge, but most of the time, none at all. So I definitely like that the Superi is fast, so you can move around. This is the way that I want to move. I think there should be some sort of melee weapon that you have to like put into your loadout, not the default combat knife, where you're as fast as this Superi and it's 2 hits, but it doesn't give you any lock-on lunge, so there's got to be skill to it. I think that's a good balance. You move super fast and you have 2 hits to kill, but it takes skill to use it. There should be a melee weapon with the same stats that this Superi has. I'm sad that there's not. Now, as far as the new combat axe, I love the new combat axe. It does good damage. It's definitely different to use than the throwing knife, so there's a learning curve there to use it, and that's great. But what they did do to the throwing knife, they nerfed it hard. Now it takes 3 hits to kill an opponent who's fully shielded. Unless you hit him in the head, then it's a 1 hit. But with the hit detection the way it is right now, it's not the best option to use. So I've been sticking with the combat axe, and the combat axe is a lot of fun. What I wish they would do with the combat axe is also give it the 1-hit kill to the head. That would be nice, give a little bit more of a skill incentive, but right now it's not. Even if you hit him in the head, it's still going to take 2 hits. So yeah, running a melee only, knife only playstyle in Warzone is definitely more difficult right now. It's still rewarding though. I'm still having fun with it. I'm not going to change anytime soon. I definitely don't feel as effective as I used to be, but I'm still going to work on my skill set, try and get better, try and improve, and be right back up there and be a demon in the lobbies like I used to be. I used to run around in trios and quads lobbies and do just fine and really rack up the kills. Haven't been able to do that since the initial throwing knife nerf like a year ago, but it is what it is. Now I typically play solos and duos. Those are the modes that I have the most fun with now. If you play trios and quads, it's really hard to do by yourself. You kind of get overwhelmed. It's just almost impossible. It can be done, but just with the way the game is now, it's just really hard. I feel like they are trying to decrease the skill gap. They're trying to cater to the casuals, which is fine. It just makes it harder for everyone else, especially melee players. Now, Omni movement is great. Great addition to the game. I love it. I'm having so much fun with it. It feels so fluid. It's definitely harder to melee somebody that has Omni movement. Everyone moves so damn fast now, so it can make meleeing harder, which is okay because it also makes me a lot harder to kill. Sometimes I feel kind of invincible running around the map. Like once I get hit, especially with the perks that I have on, I move faster. When you have Resolute on, once you start to get some damage in, your speed boost just goes crazy. Before the video ends, let me bring up all the perks in my loadout that I'm running with so I can show you guys. I get asked this a lot, so this is what I'm running with right now. Got the Superi, the Gladiator Knife, Combat Axe. I think in the gameplay I'm not running with Dexterity, but I usually have it on, even though it doesn't seem to do much right now. Got the Resolute, that's definitely essential. And yeah, I mean, I'll be messing around with this some more like I always do, but that's what I'm running with primarily right now. Another big letdown is the map. I mean, I love Urzikstan. I think it's a great map, but I would have loved a new big map or something different. They brought Urzikstan back to like the way it originally was without all the changes, no superstore. It just seems like a letdown. Now we all know Verdansk is coming back, so that's going to be great. Should be back later or sometime in 2025. So looking forward to that. And I'll definitely still play Urzikstan a lot. I mean, it's still a really good map. I have fun with it, but it feels just a little bland. Not gonna lie. Been loving Area 99. It's definitely frustrating sometimes, but it's a good map and I like playing it. And been loving Rebirth Island too, so definitely a lot more to come from me. Thank you guys for watching. I swear, Urzikstan final circles are so predictable. I've probably played this final circle like more than a dozen times. It's either gonna end by the far power pole thingy, or by this building right by the water.
Enemy UAV
right over there. It'll pull one of those 2 directions.
Gas is closing in. Enemy UAV
Normally I'd opt to play in the water, but I'm not really feeling that this time. Just get height.
You're in
wait
the
for
top
somebody
10.
to make a
Keep
mistake.
knocking them down. Enemy UAV overhead. You've made it to the top
Oh,
5.
imagine. That was actually kind of close. Up a little. Ah. Had to try.
Gas is moving.
Ooh, sniper glint by the train. I saw that. So it's a guy right by me and the guy by the train. Ooh. Now it all just depends on which way the circle's gonna pull.
We've got gas moving in.
Ah, did not hit. One left. What in the desync?
No targets left.
That's
That's what
ugly.
they call
I got it.
victory.